It's Pika Perth, and welcome to my channel. Today we are making Anzac Day cookies. We're doing a poached chicken in milk, and I forgot what we're making for breakfast. Bruschetta. Bruschetta for breakfast. That's what it is. So shall we get started? While I make myself tea.
While she finishes off making a tea.
Which my husband started.
Let me just give you a bit of a better view, because you're a bit too far zoomed out. Quit freaking out. Okay, I don't understand why you're doing this.
Because it wants to freak out.
So every time I try to zoom, oh, there we go. It zooms itself back out to the widest it can be. So I'm just gonna press a button. This camera will be back in just. No, it's doing the same thing. You've never done this before. Okay. Time for a place rearrangement then. How's that look?
I'm
Log it in. That looks good. We can see the tripod, but that's not the end of the world.
I always forget just how slow this laptop is, and it isn't just a.
It's not actually a laptop, it's a Chromebook. That's why it's being slow on you. It's good that brother-in-law enjoys watching the streams.
My niece enjoys watching the streams.
Well, she was trying to learn how to cook.
She was so cute.
She was learning how to cook yesterday, under the guidance of our amazing chef.
Her dad helped more than me.
At the start, but then he just went, cut the things.
Yeah.
Which isn't a terrible way to do it, but also just not the greatest way to do it.
She was doing the same over and over again, and she was getting nervous,
Mm.
which is perfectly understandable.
For one of her first times holding a knife.
Okay. Cookies first, because they need to cool down fully before we do the surprise.
The fun twist.
So I need flour, sugar,
Desiccated coconut, rolled oats.
I'm not doing the sunflowers.
I don't think we have 400 grams of butter. Definitely not at room temperature.
Oh no.
I have a kilo of butter, but it's frozen. That's $2.20.
I didn't even think about the butter.
Yeah, especially because it specifies butter at room temperature.
Golden syrup, baking soda, which is and hot water.
Golden syrup's out. Baking soda is not.
Where did you put
want
my
me to-
box?
Do you want me to grab it?
Yes, please.
Because it's in your box at the top level.
Yes, that I can't reach because I'm short.
It is where she put it.
Yeah, but it's because I wasn't doing a lot of baking. I'm now doing a lot of baking.
So you said baking soda, right?
Yeah,
Not bicarb.
that is the same thing.
Okay. I thought they were different.
Baking soda and bicarb soda are the same thing. All right, I am going to first soften butter.
I know they are the same chemical compound.
So they're for the same thing.
No, because how you prepare a compound changes it. And what's active in it and what's not.
Alrighty, this one here, that on there. Is there any help deciding to sliciness? No.
Oh, they used to be.
It's not on these ones.
Not on these ones. What a pain in the butt.
I don't want to use that knife.
That's half. You're looking at like there?
Yeah, it's about here. So the reason I didn't want to use this knife is because it was thinner, and because this is frozen.
Chance of snapping the knife.
Yeah.
Especially with a sudden heat change.
So that's 260.
Oh. Close. This is 227. This is a good thing I ended up deciding that we needed more butter. Would you like help?
Oh God, yes. Have fun. Whew.
I'm doing this a different way. I'm just heating up the knife with hot water.
I figured that's what you were doing.
I'm letting chat know.
Come on, chat. Chat. Ah.
There you go. Just talk like Mario for a little bit.
Not with what I'm doing. It needs to all be.
Oh, the same temperature. You want me to continue? Or you're happy rolling slices off of it?
Kind of happy rolling the slices off it.
It reminds me of hot pot meat.
Yes.
402. Shooting for the stars.
Sorry?
402. You went over a little bit. If only it was 404, I could have made a better joke. Butter not found.
I could have probably with the butter that's on the bench.
Hmm.
All right. Practically, it's combine all pieces.
Pretty much.
And you're melting the butter anyway.
Oh, that's dumb. Also, we're fan force, so we're 160, not 180.
I didn't know the temperature. Remember? I just turned it on.
I didn't know when you turned it on, if I'm going to be 100% honest.
When I said I didn't have the recipe and I had to run and print it. Okay. So in one bowl, mix dry ingredients, and then in another bowl, do the melted butter, golden syrup, in the saucepan, and then baking soda and hot water. So flour was $4.50. I might have an issue. We have more flour.
Yeah, I brought flour. Oh, I'm pretty sure I brought more flour anyway. Oh, shush.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. It needs to go to the saucepan.
It's normal flour, not self-raising flour, right?
Correct. Plain flour.
I got plain flour.
Woo.
All like half a kilo of it. I need to get more flour, I think.
Yeah. I looked at it yesterday.
I got a full thing of self-raising flour. I got like, yeah, I got heaps of self-raising flour. No actual flour. And heaps of caster sugar too. Oh, this went down. Oops.
Now I need 400 grams of caster sugar. We have more caster sugar, I know we do.
Yes.
So we need to put this one to $8.50.
I'm surprised you didn't just press tar again. $40. $8.51. You're full over.
Coconut, we need 200 grams.
Yeah, that was the only coconut they had.
I got that. So
And
that is kilo and 50 grams.
I had shredded, but you specifically asked for desiccated. Oh no.
Oops. 200 grams. It also does say sunflower seeds, but I'm not putting those in because I don't particularly like sunflower seeds.
Plus,
Dry ingredients. And this is probably not a big enough bowl. I didn't realize how much we were making.
it's already quite oaty. Adding another seed to it, especially if it's... Because can you get shelled sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't certain. I'm gonna be like, I don't think I want to chew through a sunflower
It would give it
husk.
a nice pop of flavor, but
It'd increase the fiber. That's for sure.
quarter of a cup. I am rinsing this and putting a little bit of water on it so there's a sheen, so it should come out a little bit easier. Should. Up to my word.
Yes, should.
Don't mind me using my teeth. It's just easiest. What other recipes can I use golden syrup for? I'm not sure.
Sorry, what was that?
What other recipes can we use golden syrup for? I'm not sure.
Pancakes.
Golden syrup.
Yeah. You can put golden syrup in the pancake mix. But, top of my head, I'm not 100% certain. Honestly, if it were treacle, I could give you a bunch more.
Yeah.
But I feel like you use golden syrup in cookies.
Suppose we're making cookies.
Oh, golden syrup's open now. What is golden syrup at the end of the day?
Good question. What does it taste like?
Cane sugar and water.
So practically a treacle.
Yeah. Use it in the same way. I know my parents and like dad's line likes it on pancakes and stuff like that.
All right. These can go away, please. My amazing support Pikachu.
Oh, no, Coconut is open.
I kind of wish we were in Japan right now.
Why?
Because they've got the Pikachu clips from Gotcha Machines or Pokemon clips. And I'd just keep going until I had like 20 of them. Of any of the Pokemon ones.
Wouldn't need them again in a while.
That'd be so cool. One of them is just a Pikachu butt with the tail sticking up. It is so cute.
That sounds cool.
But it costs a lot to get it in. Like I think it's $8 per thing.
Ooh.
On using a
Import. Well, hopefully we can find them still around.
They might do a redo.
January.
They might do a reprint of them, but that's still too long away. Too long away, chat. Too long away. 8 months. 8 months. I want to be there now.
I wish.
Lotto, people, lotto. Then this stream will be very different.
Yeah, then it'd just be us walking around in Japan.
Yeah.
And like the occasional cooking stream.
The occasional cooking stream in Japan.
We go on
the Japanese ingredients. We'll go to the markets first, pick the ingredients, and then come back and cook with them.
We go try and make friends with Giri. Try being the operative word.
I don't know. I think our love for Pokemon and our love for cooking or.
And you both would well. You want to go to the Tenga Superstore. She went to the Tenga Superstore.
I think we have very similar personalities.
Yeah.
Is that? Can you reboil that water, please?
It says hot, not boiled, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then it says boiling here.
Okay. I'm gonna move you over a bit, chat. Sure, I'm getting in the way of the body cam, but I'm sure you'll survive.
I mean, body can gets to see a Pikachu tail then, right?
Sure. I gotta swiggle my booty in front of you. Looks like we have a heap more flowers coming up on a passion fruit tree.
I know, I need to go out there and self-propagate it. Especially the one that's already open on the right side. You probably can't see it, the pole's in the way.
Oh, okay.
From your angle.
Yeah. Oh. That's not what I was thinking.
Just melted. What were you thinking?
Metal instrument with boiling water. Listen to the bubble and fizz.
Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. Oh, that fluff is getting in my nose. So I think that's dissolved.
I don't know. Stop and check the bottom. Yeah, it looks like it.
Stir, dissolve baking powder and boiling water and add it to the butter and golden syrup. Was not. And yes, that is meant to bubble like that, chat.
Oh, we're making a honeycomb.
Just gonna mix that in. Although it seemed to do all the work for me.
With all the bubbles.
And then mix it all together. I think Pikachu is just, support Pikachu is just a little bit tired.
Yeah, support Pikachu didn't sleep terribly well, unfortunately.
So I think this was made out of rations originally.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Or was it made by the rations that the soldiers got?
I think it was made from the rations the people got, and they had to make something stable enough to send over. Let me do a quick Google.
The history of the Anzac cookie. Pretty sure it's the soldiers. They got oats, flour, sugar, treacle probably, or golden syrup. They just mixed it together in one of the and made a cookie. At least that's the story I think I was told.
Australian War Memorial as a .gov.au sounds pretty legitimate. Or Army Museum.
Both sound good.
Let's go with the Australian one rather than the New Zealander one.
There. That is what the cookie looks like. Wow, the dough. There's no eggs. Just going to use my hands, chat. Sometimes it's just easier. I don't think in the war, they had the ability to send things over. They had letters, but I don't think they had parcels, packages. That was too hard. Ah, yes, the other streamer is in the background. He's just not in camera shot.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Say hi.
Oh, hello. Who told you you could eat my cookies?
I was just trying them, making sure they were tasty. He's researching the history of the Anzac cookie itself. Oh, yes, I definitely did. It's so much fun. He's now my support Pikachu.
I figured it was
appropriate for the stream.
Yeah. And good marketing.
Well, I can't exactly have a cat in the kitchen.
Mm.
My cat in the kitchen. She's mine.
From the 1920s onwards, Australian recipe books nearly always included Anzac biscuits. But exactly how this recipe came to be identified with Anzac or the First World War is not unknown. They don't have the shelf life of hardtack biscuits, but they do last a reasonable amount of time. They do last a reasonable amount of time. So it is possible that they became known as a suitable inclusion in parcels of small luxuries and comforts that families and charitable organizations used to send overseas to soldiers.
Yeah. Okay, so you were right and I was wrong.
Making Anzac biscuits is one of the traditions that Australians use to commemorate Anzac Day. Everyone has their favorite recipe, and there are countless arguments over whether they should be served crunchy or soft.
I like soft.
I like soft as well. Crunchy doesn't exactly line up with me terribly well.
Sometimes I wish we had time machines and could go back in time and actually ask and witness all the
I mean,
history.
until last year, we could have asked someone,
That's fair.
but apparently no one bothered to ask.
They probably didn't know.
Anzac Day. That was yesterday. So there was also something called the Anzac tack biscuit, which is what was given in their rations, which was hard and nasty and like hard to eat. And so they'd either like grate it into water and mix it up, or
That's probably what I was thinking of.
put jam on top of them, soak them in water, put jam on top, and bake them under a fire, and make a weird jam tart. But at the very least, the Australian one says they don't know where it comes from. So let's have a look at the New Zealand one. Although it's a myth that Anzac biscuits were sent and eaten by troops in Gallipoli, some evidence suggests a rolled oat baked biscuit was sent to troops on the Western Front, although this is not widespread. That's from the New Zealand one.
So it was probably something that you could make using your ration card at the time.
Yep.
Because this would have been pretty cheap, because golden syrup at that time would have been quite cheap.
Well, considering it's water and cane juice, there's going to be cane juice and boiled, I assume. Sugar cane. To be exact, it says cane sugar, and water.
So it's just sugar and water.
I don't know why at that point you wouldn't just boil the juice. That would make your life so much easier than refining it into cane sugar.
Cool. They're my first 2 trays. I'm going to have so many cookies.
Well, it's a good thing we're sending these off. Well, not sending these off, but
taking them to D&D tomorrow?
Yes. Supplying them to friends. Let's go with that one.
I'm going to need my space back.
Did you want me to lift that up?
Bits.
Okay.
12 to 15 minutes. We're going for 12 because we like chewy.
Yes. Yeah, that was my question. Weevil?
Yeah, but I don't know what it was in.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, I know.
At worst, we get extra protein. The Anzacs probably needed that.
Okay. So, breakfast is...
Your friends are well fed. Yes.
Oh, yes.
We feed everyone very well who enters our household. And our D&D group gets at least one thing that we make on stream day, because we see them the day afterwards. So it also depends on how much we like them, whether they get hard Anzac cookies that taste like dirt, or if they get cheesecake.
What cheesecake?
I mean, they didn't get any this time, but last week we did cheesecake eggs.
Yeah, I know, but they said they didn't get them. Tomatoes, please.
Right. Tomato. Did you just want everything out?
Yeah, but I want this bowl.
Tomato.
Ah, yes, that was last time. That went to a friend's party, not D&D. But similar group of people.
Oh, yes, the
Mochi.
mochi.
Basil
Yes, basil. You put that in a bag up the top.
with the thyme.
And the chives. Nope.
Right.
I suppose it's time to move you guys back over so the chopping board's the main focus, rather than some empty cookie dough.
Just taking out the core of the tomatoes. I'm just going to put it in the bag so I'll keep my area a little bit cleaner.
She does this much better than I do.
I have been trained.
Yes.
I am a trained chef. That bowl's not going to be big enough.
No, not at all. Give me a moment.
I think I need the step ladder that Miranda had yesterday.
It would probably help you to be a little bit higher. Did you want this dry or is a little wet fine?
Dry would be preferable. One sec.
You. Just sneezing in the background. But yeah, we make way too much food for us ourselves to eat. And we don't have like a huge amount of people in the area. We can be like, hey, come eat our food.
We could make friends with next door if we wanted to.
I don't know about the daycare.
I meant the other side.
I don't know about that side either.
The renters that just moved in.
Considering how afraid she was when we drove past the house, I don't think that's particularly an option.
Oh, she nodded to us when she was outside. We came back from our walk.
Mm. We will see. That or we just like put a plate on the verge. Then we're just feeding the ants.
Yeah, or we just put it in a buy nothing group. Hey, made Anzac cake cookies. Does anyone want any? Made too many. Get a free toy at the same time.
Yeah. We do have a lot of kids' toys that we need to get rid of.
I bought a bunch of kids' toys because in the bundle was a Pikachu that I wanted.
A singular Pikachu, but it was also like, wasn't it free?
No, it was $10 for all of them. So I took the Pikachu and it was all I wanted.
Hello neighbor, here's a freshly baked pie. Welcome to the neighborhood. I've been living here for the past 20 years. What do you want about?
No one's been living here for the past 20 years. The estate's only been here for 10.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the old carrot farmer moved in next door, but I kind of doubt that. Because I know the carrot farmer was a white guy.
There's probably like 20 white guys in this estate that own.
Yeah, it's probably about it out of like 200-300 houses. But my dad used to live in this area, so when he came over, he's like, I used to pinch carrots from here. I was like, you're a carrot farmer can make a carrot cake. You'd hope so.
Cannot use all this red onion.
No. It's fine. I'm a red onion lover. She's not.
Red onion.
Yeah, I told my dad that we could grow carrots really well, and he went, "Yeah, that's because this used to be a carrot farm, so it lines up that you can grow carrots."
I was wrong about the lemon. We should put lemon in this. Did we crack the lemon?
No, we didn't. Because you said no. I have lemon juice on hand.
Yeah, that works.
And I have Buddha's finger, I think. No, this one's just lemon. Lemon zest. Frozen lemon zest. And store-bought lemon juice.
Oh, look. It works.
Ow. Sorry, I stabbed myself in the foot. And yes, we have a lot of weird things in our fridge and freezer that we just have hanging out just in case we need them.
Yeah, we don't want to waste anything, so we just sort of.
You guys have a little garden. We have a garden.
I don't know if I'd call it little, but I wouldn't call it big.
Yeah.
There's 6 fruit trees. 7 fruit trees, sorry.
The vine doesn't count as a tree.
Doesn't it?
No.
Passion fruit vine?
It's a vine. It's called a vine.
I know it's a vine, but it's as big as a tree. Bigger than some.
True.
And we've got the yuzu. Yuzu counts.
And whilst it's a tree, it's not a fruit tree. We have a cinnamon myrtle tree growing in a pot.
And we have...
What's the agave classed as? I don't think it's a tree, and I don't think it's a bush.
It's a cactus.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is too. 7 fruit trees. Well, the entire back of the
so it's a
lot.
14-meter lot. So we've got one every 2 meters.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Ish.
Because 2 of our fruit trees are in pots. One of our fruit trees is in a pot.
We've got a meter, and then we have a fruit tree. Then we have 2 meters, then a fruit tree.
So we have a struggling blood orange.
A struggling lemon.
I thought that was the lime. The lemon died.
Yes. Sorry.
We have
struggling blood orange.
a lime tree that refuses to produce.
Yeah.
And then we have a kaffir lime tree.
A pomegranate. Do you want to grab a pomegranate from the table that is producing fruit?
Oh yeah, this produces fruit regularly.
A donut peach and mandarin.
I'd take you out the back, but we lose connection when I do that.
Yeah. And we have a yuzu in a pot because hopefully that will grow citrus.
Yes, because we love yuzu as well.
Cinnamon myrtle. We've got yuzu, not yuzu, agave.
A heap of agave plants just going wild.
Some herbs. We've got edible.
Lavender out
the front. Thyme, parsley.
Rosemary.
Lots of rosemary.
I can give you like a small peek out the back.
Passion fruit vine.
Ugh.
No, because I think that blood orange is dead.
No, it's still green.
The cricket's got to it.
Yeah, it's still green down the bottom. I wasn't going to go that close.
Oh.
I can get to the table and be like, look, before we lose signal.
And then you'll lose me cooking.
True. I have to make a call. I'll be back in a bit. Sounds good. Master Bush.
That's fair. Alrighty.
Am I making toast?
Toast. I need salt.
Okay. How many bits of toast do you want when they are this size?
2. Please.
They're still kind of soft. Do you want fresh or toasted?
Toast for shatter. Do you want garlic in this mix or garlic on the toast? I think garlic on the toast.
Alright, I was going to say in the mix, but on the toast works. Because we're going to use that for lunch as well, right?
Sure, I think we should have enough. A little bit of cracked black pepper.
So grab the garlic out.
Have your...
my red onion. With a singular basil leaf. I'm going to put it on my food. I'm going to make at least one look pretty.
Ooh, cookies! Cookies! Ooh! Cookies, cookies, cookies! I need room! I need room! All the space. All the time. I need room.
West Virginia?
I have no idea. Whatever just came into my head.
It sounds like you were trying to sing Country Road.
Yeah, that's fair. Look at the... Ooh, they're gonna need to soften, set a little bit on these trays before I can take them off. Got that.
And then there you go. Across you go. Because I'm going to need both of these.
I'll use my other two trays that aren't anywhere near as nice.
They're on thingo, right? We could just pull the sheet off and have them all
Touch
going
it.
through.
This one.
Yeah, I'm still going with we can slide the baked paper out from underneath.
We could.
Put them straight on the drying rack so as they're not going to overcook on the bottom. We don't have to. We can put them in new trays.
New trays. New trays will make me feel better.
Okay.
Is your phone connected?
Yes. So I've been reading most of my Debouche's messages. Would you like it here instead?
What are we going to do for my birthday? No, my birthday's way too far away to be talking about now.
Well, I assume we're doing a stream on the weekend, either before or after it. Is that where you get to remote control me?
That seems weird.
Oh, you just sit in another room and tell me what to do and laugh at me.
Start using technical chef terms.
Yeah, and then I try to figure out what you're asking me to do. Well, you can make me do it out of the signature book. And I'll sit there and be like, I don't know what this means. Help. Please, help.
That signature book sounds like hell.
Well, some of them in there sound fun. You could make me make a Big Mac.
I'll make you make focaccia from scratch.
Yeah, you could do that. Got the oil. Got the oil. Big plate or little plate? I'm assuming big plate.
Big plate.
Ugh. Yarg. Did you want butter?
No, I want two of these smooshed into the bread.
Okay. And no butter.
Don't need butter.
You're not even plugged in, are you? Nope.
You've been trying to make toast without the toaster plugged in.
Yep. It's you, I believe. Yes.
Well done, Support Pikachu. Well done.
I'll be honest, I don't know what's plugged in, what isn't over here.
We need to pull everything off it and redo it and clean underneath it.
Well, at this point, we need to remove the dehydrator and find out a home for it.
I thought that was its home.
You complain about not having enough bench space, and that is
definitely taking up more bench space. What I want is to have like a shelf built in so I can put the toaster and the mixer above it.
okay.
And then just slide out or the toast or the mixer next to it, toaster on top, and just that slow cooker on top of the as well. So as well as the
I don't know if I trust myself enough to actually make a shelf that things are going to be sat on. I'm not quite that handy. Oh, no, that's Jim. I gotta go check on our cats and see what they're up to.
now nice and cool.
Hello, Georgia.
Just gonna.
You're okay.
We're gonna pretend that one didn't break. Shh. No one will know.
You can go. You know, they're definitely not using it whilst the flap's down. I think Georgia's been sat there staring at the door for a while.
Yeah.
Shall I lift the door back up?
Show them it flaps.
I have multiple times. I haven't shown Georgia, to be clear. I've shown Hetty a number of times.
So have I.
And she seems to be the more clicked on one of the two.
Yeah, I went with your suggestion.
Just peeling it off.
The issue is we're gonna have another few trays in a minute.
Yep.
But I can put them on there and put them in the dehydrator to cool. Dehydrator's off. We are meant to be making an even number of cookies. Oh, I don't need both these trays.
Are we?
Well,
Is there a reason we're meant to make an even number?
we're sandwiching them.
Oh, right. That part kind of disappeared in my brain for a minute. I'm going to put this here. So, did you want these two and I'll take these two? Or did you just want those two?
I want those two.
Oh, the garlic is strong in this one.
Yeah, I don't need that other tray.
So you want 2 cloves of garlic on each one?
Maybe one.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 1.5. So this is comfy garlic. I'm assuming you just ate a cookie. How's it taste? Oh. OT.
Nice and sweet. Don't need this tray. It's a lot of garlic.
I'm just following her lead on this chat. You have a balsamic?
Yeah. Balsamic glaze. Do you have it out?
Nope. It is in there though.
What colour's the cap?
Clear. Yep. Oh, we might have used it all. Nope. There it is. Right, we brought a new one.
Am I opening this one?
Yeah, I don't see the other one in here. Well, unless you put it somewhere weird last time, but I don't think you would have. That's just normal balsamic, not balsamic glaze. I think.
It looks glazy.
No. You can put that one on yours if you'd like.
I'd have to open it.
Because I know we have a bunch of balsamic.
This will be fine. This will work.
Oh, maybe less balsamic than I thought.
Yeah, I've been using it.
You still definitely have some cherry.
Is it open?
Yes.
I might have the cherry then.
It's not a glaze, it's just balsamic.
Oh, maybe not then. I don't think we're going to have enough for lunch.
Oh well.
Oh, did you want a poached egg?
That's what you told me you were doing.
Yeah, I forgot about the poached eggs until right now. I think it's a little late.
Why?
Because the toast will get cold.
The toast's already cold. You put cold things on top of the toast. It'll be fine to make poached eggs.
Soggy?
It'll be fine to make poached eggs.
Oh. I'll use this one.
It was when I originally had the other one out.
Yeah. I thought that was for me.
The other pot. Yeah, I left it out because I was like, she'll want to use this for poached eggs.
That was my.
Am I just pouring? She splashed me, chat. She splashed me. Hmm. Oop. Yeah, you saw what I saw. Go to ban a person. You've got Old Country Road stuck in my head now.
How many little pieces of cherry bocconcini do you want? If I can get into it.
Can I try one first and then decide?
Go for it.
Oh, now they're gonna ferment because there's been fingers in there. They're weirdly bitter. Try some. You're not getting that? Like a bio-y taste? No? Okay. Have as much as you do. I'm gonna peek in on a cat again.
I've pressed start on that timer, right? Yeah, it's 2 minutes left.
You okay? Yeah. I'm not gonna hurt you. We're still getting the foster cats used to humans.
Do you just want 1 egg?
Yeah, I think 1 egg should do.
We have eggs.
We do. I was gonna say, we brought them like last week.
Want to see if they're movable yet?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Am I just
Moving them on to 1.
onto one of these?
Well, we've got 2 more trays about to come out the oven in a minute. So,
I'll do my best.
come on, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Exactly where my brain went. Weirdly, I think this would be quite nice with white chocolate.
So these ones were in for about a minute longer.
There we go. I just stopped it from touching the fridge. I'm assuming we don't want it touching the fridge.
I don't think it'll harm the fridge. Last tray in.
Yay!
Come on. Support picture.
Yeah,
Could you grab me the other timer, please?
sure. Is it on your bench? On your...
Normally, yes.
I do not see it.
So in the main pot, I'm just putting some milk and water just to start poaching that chicken. Mostly because we don't have quite enough milk to do it all just in milk. And so I'm not standing here doing nothing, talking to myself.
Yeah, I can't find it. So we'll use my phone.
Sure.
How long does the timer need to be?
It'll be 3 minutes, but don't need it right now.
Okay. Oop. Yep. Do. Okay. Oh, are you okay?
Yep. I didn't even burn myself. I just dropped it.
Just freaked out for a minute.
Yeah. So this is a third milk, 2/3 water.
Okay.
And I need that thyme, the bay leaves.
Bay leaves are on the cupboard door on the inside at the top, at the back. And the next one was thyme with a H. You want both sets of times, or just the time we got from your mother? The time we got from your mother is much better than the other time that I brought.
Oh, we do need lemon. Lemon would have been perfect in that. Oh, it would have made it curdle, actually. Maybe the zest wouldn't.
You're going to want one of the smaller spoons. You can use back. Now we're just waiting for things to boil.
It's already been 4 minutes waiting for this pot to boil.
Oh, you are waiting for a liter of water to boil, right?
Something like that.
You didn't add any salt, to my knowledge.
Nope. The eggs go very, very slightly more chewy.
Okay. Have you added salt to the milk?
No.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You move something, please. Go. I'll check what we can actually see.
Pot's boiling, apparently.
Go to plate, cuts off there. Whoop. Oh. Yep, even being left outside, I don't think Hetty's going to even attempt to go through the glass door.
I don't think they're ever going to attempt it.
They were colony cats. So it is like understandable that they're kind of comfortable just being outside and don't understand how to use a cat door, especially seeing as ours is magnetized.
Yeah, I was thinking trying to get rid of the magnet.
Yeah, but then wind will just flop it backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I know, but that would work for a little bit, and then we put the magnet back. 3 minutes, please.
Started.
Woohoo! He's run away again, so I have no one to talk to, but you chat. There's no one in chat, so Wade knows what to do. La 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 la.
I was trying to see how easy it would be to remove the magnet.
Not easy.
Not easy.
I'm aware. I'd already looked.
$205.
Do we have the chicken?
In the fridge.
I'll just put it straight in because then it'll all come up to the boil. All together. Not that you want milk to boil.
Yeah, you put your dare on top of it.
That's why I couldn't see it. So I'm just putting the whole chicken breast, as they are, straight into the milk water mixture. They should be covered.
We got thyme, now bay leaf, now other flavors in there. So we still have chives to add.
Chives I'm adding when I cook it.
Hmm.
Well, make a sauce mixture.
When you cook down the liquids. Are we sticking with the original one that I said to use for the surprise?
The
15-year-old.
yes. That sounded bad, people, so I'm going to have to tell you what that was because saying
No,
just
it's fine.
randomly saying a 15-year-old. We're going to make a whiskey ganache. It's whiskey. It's a 15-year-old whiskey. Sorry.
It's delicious whiskey. That time is about to go off. Hold it.
No!
Stop.
This one needs just a little longer. That one's mine. I know what I'm about, chat.
I was gonna say, if it needs a little bit longer, why didn't you put that one on yours?
It is mine. This is mine.
Okay.
That's bigger toast.
Yes. So were they equally cooked, or was that one less cooked than that one?
Equally cooked.
Okay.
This one needed more time. For you, because you like your egg cooked.
Like my white's not entirely loose.
Yes, you like your egg cooked, whereas I do not. It's still a little runny, but he can live with it.
It'll be fine. I will survive.
He will survive. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, you're right. How'd that?
I wish the bench was clean. Alrighty, this is our breakfast break, people. While well, 30 seconds.
She didn't even salt my egg.
You put the basil on top. Meaning I couldn't assault your egg.
Now I have to assault myself.
What's up for you?
She's only throwing salt on the floor because she knows she's going to make me vacuum clean it later.
That is the last lot of cookies.
They're a bit lighter than the other ones, but that might just be a time thing. Like, they'll go darker the longer they're out. Ugh. Take Pikachu's gonna go sit off to the side and eat his lunch. Breakfast. Breakfast. Brunch.
Brunch by this point. And there is the egg. Num num num.
Delicious. Excellent work, Sarah.
It has gone a little soggy.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I would have been disappointed without the egg.
Well, aren't you glad that I'm a chef and I can just make a poached egg like in 10 minutes?
Yep.
Do you have chat next to you?
I do not.
Where is chat?
My phone was on alarm mode and in my pocket. Chat is not chatting.
That's fair.
Can you see the text from there? Oh, right, my phone's too dark for you.
No, it's the writing's too small. I'm blind. I'm short-sighted, not long-sighted.
I'll take chat with me then. I'll let you know if they start chatting.
Thank you. I think I'm done. And yes, chat, this happens every week.
Every single week. Which is why I was like, yeah, one poached egg will do. I'm sure there'll be more coming for me.
You can dab it from there. I am just gonna prep my next dish.
A lovely little chicken thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna prep like the leek and stuff.
I'll just quickly reframe you, chat.
So we need leek. Oh, actually, we need to get something else on.
Oh, the cream and chocolate?
No, the garlic.
Oh, yes. That's probably something we should have started with.
Yeah. It's going to take a while. They're not going to see the finished product now.
Well, technically, they see the final product every time we use garlic.
Practically. So we're running low on our confit garlic. So we're going to have to make more. Move all that out the way. This is just our pressure cooker pot. We've got 2 packets of peeled garlic. Normally, I wouldn't recommend using something like this, which is a Chinese product. But because of how much I need and how much I use it, it's much easier to buy it. It's not necessarily because it's Chinese. Definitely not because it's Chinese. Just because it's not Australian, it's not local. I do like using my local produce, and I just don't want to stand there and deshell garlic for 2 hours on stream.
Even off stream, 2 hours of peeling garlic is hellish.
I'm just getting enough oil
Cover.
to cover it. Yes. A little bit more. That'll do. I do like using my fresh produce.
That's why we go to farmers markets, and the pate we have is from a local source.
And that's all we do to the ingredient. Well, we do put
Rosemary in occasionally.
I might put that last at time because we've got no use for it.
Garlic and thyme doesn't sound like a bad combo.
Yes, you're right. This is really bad time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just for some flavor.
And that was the best herb they had.
Oh, it's not the time of year for herbs.
Yes.
It's just been hot.
It's about to get really cold.
Slow cook?
Yes, but you want to make sure the pressure is on.
Yeah. So it's going to take about 6 hours. So if stream wouldn't have seen it anyway.
Yep. We have our 1 pot thing, and it's set to slow cook with the pressure sealed. You get more garlic out of it if it's sealed. If you want it more caramelized, you leave it in for longer. You let it cook for longer, but at a lower temperature. So for that one, we use a different kind of slow cooker.
But this is quick.
Mm-hmm. And you're basically guaranteed a result. It is going to be nice.
All right.
And we can finally do here's something I prepared earlier. You can pull out the other confit garlic and be like, look, this is what it becomes.
That's right. That's dirty dishes, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I did that.
You didn't.
I didn't?
You didn't. I
Thank
did.
you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. I really appreciate him, chat.
I'm glad.
He is the best. I thought you were going to put those in.
Mm-hmm. But it's hard for me to move around. You cut me off when I was trying to put that one in.
Sorry.
So I only had one hand to try and put them in.
Nah, I really appreciate him. He's amazing. He deals with my shit. He lets me
make it so you can stream.
Yeah. And he lets me collect all the Pikachus that I want under a certain budget.
Under $70. Once they go beyond $70, your chicken thing boiling and it's got skin.
Yeah, I was coming back. Just that's what we want.
Did we want to move that pot to here?
Is that easier?
Yes, then I can have both board and pot. Rather than picking one or the other. I can move it if you'd like.
Probably a nicer spot to have it anyway. Move the plastic out the way. Right, I'm just prepping ingredients, chat.
Yogi Bogi is a lurkin. Like a merkin.
Hello, Yogi. I'm quite happy to have you here. Even if you're just lurking.
Well, I get the feeling he is still in bed.
I don't know, he can come over and
watching another woman cook.
Yeah, he could always come over and grab a cookie for himself only.
The cookies are current. No, there's no eggs in there. They'd be safe for her.
Oh, the cookie by itself, yes. The cookie by itself is safe. Not the next part. The next part is not safe.
The next part is not safe. My tummy is unhappy with me. I don't know why. Might have been all the cheesecake I ate last night.
You are lactose intolerant.
Yeah. But who actually cares about being lactose intolerant?
People who have worse symptoms than you.
I figured you were going to say yourself.
Oh, the people who are around those that are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, whilst they stink out the house.
You're going to join me in stream? Or you're just going to sit there and just observe me cooking?
You have given me no jobs. I don't know if there's anything I can actually do.
There's nothing you can actually do except keep me company.
I was keeping you company. We
in
were
stream.
Chatting.
You know what? I actually might use all of this.
Go for it. I suppose it means I should put this butter back in the freezer.
Yeah. I was going to make a garlic and chive butter. But I think we have enough butters. Pre-prepped and ready to go.
Also, to fulfill on the promise earlier, here's some comfy garlic we made earlier.
Cool. Can you put some in there?
Probably.
Okay. So we're going to saute off the leek with some garlic.
How much garlic?
Some. And then we're going to add...
Teaspoon worth?
Yeah.
A teaspoon worth, chat. She agreed. She looked at it and she agreed, and then she sighed.
I was thinking tablespoon, which that is. And he called it a teaspoon. That's what made me sigh.
Yeah, that is a teaspoon. It was on a teaspoon.
Frozen peas. No, not yet. Not yet.
Yes?
Yeah, I was going back to what I was doing. So we're sauteing off the leek and garlic. And I'm going to add some frozen peas and the shredded chicken that's been poached.
Being poached in milk.
Yeah. Did we want to reduce the milk down and then add that sauce to it?
Which sauce?
The reduced milk.
Okay. Add the reduced milk back to the
Back
chicken.
to the chicken.
Yes.
That's going to take a little bit, chat. It's a lot of milk.
I mean, only a third of that's milk. You gotta get rid of the water. Are we using the oven for anything else? It's okay, this is normal.
I always forget the oven.
It's another reason why I'm here. The last we got was Yogi Bogi looking.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't count. Only one person watching.
Which is weird because there's like 4 different screens watching your Twitch.
But it's all the same person. Well, at least 3 of them are. 2 of them are.
2 of them are. They have my one here and have my one on my PC.
But we are under the same... Why am I using a clean pair of tongs, chat?
Oh no. Oh no, it says 2 now.
Mine still says 1, chat.
My Twitch says 2.
I like your Twitch better. Alrighty, so these should be able to come off the trays now. I love the smell of cookies in the house.
That's why they bake cookies before a home open. Because people think it's homely and makes them feel safe and comfortable. And so they're more likely to buy, rent, whatever the house. I'll give this one to you for a minute.
Why? Do you get glass in your foot?
I thought I did, but I'm not bleeding. I can't feel it when I rub my thumb over it.
Maybe you just stepped on a bit of salt.
Possibly. It felt like it penetrated skin. Or it could have been that green rice. Okay, at the very least, say that our stepping area is safe. I'm going to wash my hands now.
Alrighty. Cookies are now all cooked. So I want the chicken to poach enough to like literally pull apart, which is why I keep pulling it out and just checking. It's not there yet, not quite. Probably needs another 10, 15 minutes. And then
The first set's definitely going to be cool.
yeah, so while that's finishing cooking, I might as well melt some chocolate. in this glass bowl, please.
You want me to clean the bowl?
Yes, please. I'm gonna put stuff away. Give ourselves some room.
Sounds good. Is there an imperfection in the glass? Yeah, it seems like it.
What's wrong?
Let me find it again. That spot there. See how it's too deep in for my finger on one side, but the thumb doesn't reach it on the other side. Weird, right?
Very. Maybe that's why they're going up. They're imperfect.
Where they're shattering.
This one definitely needs to be dry.
Yes. For sure. Also, so you know, I am off screen here.
Why?
Because I'm out of your way here. If I stand in there, I'm directly in the way of your movement.
I don't want cuddles. I always want cuddles, chat.
Yeah, I took my hood off. Now, this is more chocolate than we need.
It's 300 grams, right?
250.
We can just do 250.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Oh, we need corn syrup. Elijah, get away.
You want another. Oh, you can see the ripples on the back as to how they were poured in. The mold. It's kind of cool.
This wants me to do it a different way. I need a small pot. Clean. I put it in the dishwasher.
Okay. Pikachu booty.
Stand here and separate dark chocolate into individual pieces.
I also like how she ignored me when I asked for a piece.
Ah, sorry.
I don't often buy Whittaker's chocolate. Just because it's normally the most expensive option. But this one was on sale. It was cheaper than Cadbury's.
So for this recipe, it calls for 70%. Dark chocolate is 72.
A couple percent won't matter.
Nah, not at all. So that's my chocolate done. So in a pot, I need to put my cream, golden syrup.
I'm taking this piece. Did you want to share a piece with me?
Sure. I'm just going to eyeball this chat.
Fair. I mean, we're over doubling the recipe at this point.
2.5 times.
We don't have enough cream to do 2.5 times.
It's 300 cream.
Yeah, is that not what we needed? Oh, no, 100 mils. Okay. We have spare cream to put in the sauce.
Yes, that's what I was planning to do with it. And then 1.5, 3, 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little extra for fun.
Do I explain my choice in whiskey?
You can, but not now because you're not using it now.
Oh, okay.
It is just the cream and golden syrup that goes in the pan. Otherwise, you'll lose the taste and alcoholicness.
Yeah, no, that works real well.
I'm just stirring this.
With the chocolate in my mouth. From smell.
So that it mixes together. So practically, I just want to not quite boil this.
Simmering? Is that the word you're going for?
As soon as it starts boiling, right before it comes to a boil, remove it from heat. Simmering is, yeah, about the same.
Not what we're doing to the chicken.
Alrighty, I need the butter that I just put in the fridge. That should be at room temperature. I think that's about 4 teaspoons.
Roll there.
Hello. I need this in a small bowl so I can get it off my bench. Just so it's off my bench. So don't accidentally pour ganache all over it. And then not have it. What?
Chocolate chives.
Why do I feel like that's actually a thing? Shouldn't be. There's garlic chives.
Oh no, I was thinking of like just dipping a chive in chocolate. Give it that little zing.
You're an odd one.
Don't forget, I am the one who's just like, we should put M&Ms and caramel sauce and Nutella in mochi.
That's true.
And that was great. She's the one who follows the rules. I'm the one who doesn't realize they exist for a reason. Like putting an onion in chocolate. Sorry, an onion family in chocolate.
You know, that'll help, chat. I'm sorry. Had you dark?
I'll be honest, that just makes the chicken mixture real white.
It is real white. And they should be slightly creamy in color.
Yeah.
Yellowy.
Strawish.
Yeah. And that is right where we need it. See how the bubbles are coming up, but it's not rolling boiling? I'm just pouring this over here to melt the chocolate and butter.
It's okay, chat. I didn't see it on the thing either. It's fine.
All I did was pour it into the chocolate and butter.
Oh no, I meant the boiling, the simmering, just before boil.
Did it not come up?
No. Camera is not focused on that area enough to be able to see that. Such a small change. All that chocolate and butter.
I think I might get a normal spoon. This is a little bit
Thick.
No, that's not the issue. Cumbersome?
Okay. Too big for the job you're trying to complete.
Yeah.
And the butter is to make it glossy, right?
Yep. And add flavor.
Did we want to put a tiny dash of salt in there?
Yes.
Doesn't say it on the ingredient list, but that much?
Yep. So a pinch, like a half pinch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like a quarter pinch for me, but just a wee tiny bit. What am I stabbing myself with?
So you want to mix this until everything melts and it all combines into a nice glossy chocolatey mess.
Yeah, you might want to scrape the sides.
I'll get that. Hasn't really combined at all much. I'm trying to make sure that it's all melted.
I know I meant there's like thick layer of chocolate in these corners.
It looks like there is, but there really isn't. Because I have been along the side the whole time.
Looking good though. You kind of want to drink it.
So the only ingredient that's missing is our whiskey.
This is my time to talk about it.
I'm just going to scrape the sides and then you can add it, but you can start talking about it if you'd like.
So, we're using a Glenfarclas 15-year-old. It is a sherry cask, so it's got a lot of. I didn't show that at all. It is a sherry cask. It is a single malt. It's from the Highlands, but there's no peat. It's just got a really nice, thick, kind of cherry tone to it.
Smooth. It's smooth.
It's easy to drink, but it's got a lot of complexity behind it.
And that can be added now. I need 5 tablespoons, people.
That's a shot, right? No, that's more than
That's
a shot.
more than a shot. Oh yeah, I can see how that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Loosened it all up. Yeah. So lots of like fruity notes in there. It's going to make it come together with the chocolate really well because dark chocolate's already got that kind of dark fruit note. Talking about weird whiskey things. The Highlands are known for peated whiskies. This one's a bit odd in comparison to the rest of them, but absolutely delicious.
And now that's all come together in a nice, beautiful, glossy.
Oh, now we get to try it, right?
No,
We need to know if we need to add more whiskey.
we do not need to add more whiskey. I'm thinking if we cool this down and make it solid-ish, and then we can beat it in the food processor and make it whipped
Sure.
ganache, and then pipe that in, rather than trying to pipe ganache that's a little bit loose.
That sounds fine to me.
Cool.
So we're not allowed to test at all. Period. I get my chocolate. I get my. I have a chocolate chive.
He's a weird one, but I love him.
They're quite nice, actually.
I'm not interested. Don't you dare. Stop it. That's just weird. Alright, do you want to put that in the fridge then? Leave the spoon in there so I have something to yank it out with.
So it's like nice and dark chocolatey, and then you get the aftertones of chives. To be clear, I quite like chives, so it's probably just a me thing and not like a general it's a good thing.
It's definitely a him thing.
But I like chives and I like chocolate, and so it's a nice combo. I feel like it would be nice because I know there is such a thing as like putting milk into chives. Putting chives into milk, I should say. Do you want me to grab the bin for you?
Yes, please.
That makes like a really nice flavor to it. Forgetting all my words all of a sudden.
See how this is now just pulling? It's where I want it.
I'm leaving the bin there just in case there's more time.
There shouldn't be.
Okay, we'll take it back then.
Out. I'm gonna leave the bay leaves in there for now.
You took at least one bay leaf out.
There's another one in here.
Okay, that's fine.
And all I'm wanting to do is reduce that, although it's already reduced by about a third. Oh, that does smell good though. Whew.
The chicken?
Yeah.
I think poached chicken will be quite nice.
So all that's going to do is reduce. I'm just going to move it over to this pot over here so that I can have room for my actual one. There wasn't quite enough room there. A little bit of oil.
Get it all nice and toasty.
Toasty?
Yeah, warm, hot.
Hot? Yeah. Toasty? No.
Yeah, it's all still in here. I'm just gonna okay, now only a tiny piece of the board is missing.
Now, always try and clean up as you go. It does make your life a little bit easier.
A lot easier. Is this for wormies?
Yes.
I must go feed the children. And back. Oh, like black garlic. I don't know why. Just the combination of smells.
I'm just going to start pulling apart this chicken. Oh, it's still warm. Be careful of the heat. And wait a little longer. You can also put it into like a bowl and then use your hand mixer, just using a hand one, and you can just actually shred it that way.
A beater?
Yeah.
Like what you beat your egg with?
Yep. Hand mixer. This might be a little hot for you, but did you want to pull that?
I do barbecue. So I have claws for shredding pork that I'm pretty sure she's forgotten about.
Yeah, that's the other thing you can use.
It's really nicely infused the thyme. Also, I have little baby hands, which is actually a condition that I have.
Of what?
Little baby hands that can't deal with heat, which is actually linked to the Ehlers-Danlos. Because my hands struggle to form calluses and resistances. And so, I am at an elemental disadvantage against fire and heat.
Aww. Look at her, wandering under the table.
with Yin staring daggers. Yin's our cat, not our foster cat. And she's been used to being alone since the last cat we tried to adopt didn't go so well.
So, and Yin used to have a Yang.
Yes, Yin is black, Yang was white.
And Yang got cancer. Because she's white, they're more susceptible to it.
Mm-hmm. Although she got stomach cancer rather than skin cancer.
But even...
Could have transferred.
So we have a outdoor cat run. That's the length of the house and like 2 meters wide. So lots of room for them to run around and play in. But it's
2.5 to 3.
completely covered by a 90% UV resistant shade cloth.
70%.
70%? We got the 70% one?
The first one was 50, and then I argued for 70. You said 90 was too much.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got any warmth through it.
Our cats do still enjoy laying in the sun. That shredded enough?
Yep. I'm going to add all the rest of our remaining
Ingredients.
peas.
Ah.
So there's some liquid in that which I want to get rid of because they're a little bit old. We don't use peas very often. Just plain peas anyway.
We literally brought them to feed your brother.
And use in other recipes like this.
No, the first time, the reason why we purchased that bag
was so that when my brother was over 2-3 years ago,
yeah,
he could have peas with his roast chicken.
because he's a pea man.
And you can't have roast chicken without peas.
We never have peas with the roast chicken.
No, we never really do.
We get asparagus instead.
Yeah. So I just
Or
want to get rid of
broccolini.
some of that liquid before I add that chicken.
That's good.
It's going to be very green because we've got chicken and then we're going to add, hopefully, the reduced sauce, the rest cream, spinach.
Spinach. Which you probably want to do now, right?
No, you want to do it at the very end because spinach will just reduce, and then the longer you cook it, the more the vitamins and minerals break down.
It's good?
Not bad.
Because then it's in the liquid and it's easier to absorb.
I always thought it was bad.
No, because the issue with spinach is literally that all the vitamins and minerals are too hard to get to, which is why you need to eat it with lemon. That's the only way to get the full iron amount out of, well, get even a decent amount of iron out of the spinach.
But you need vitamin C to get iron out of anything, though.
Correct, but it is way harder to get it out of spinach.
All right, do you want to look that one up? Because if I can put it in now, obviously.
I need to get out of full screen mode. Give me a moment. Yeah. Is it better over spinach? Okay. I was wrong, apparently.
So, fresher is better?
Yeah. Overcooking destroys the heat-sensitive nutrients like vitamin C. So it destroys the nutrients, not releases the nutrients. Which is why I was like, releasing the nutrients is a good thing, though.
I did say break down. Just gonna scrape some of that stuff down. It's not even partway there. Oh, I have an itchy nose.
She was stirring the milk mixture.
That's not reduced enough.
Ugh. I'm going to take the remainder of the bruschetta and pop it in the fridge. That noise is because there's nowhere nice to put it.
So I'm gonna actually turn this off rather than just on low, just because the milk isn't ready to go in.
Means nothing's quite ready to go
Nothing's
forward.
quite ready to go forwards again.
You want it around the front?
So chat can see.
You want chat to see the wires?
No. So chat can see the mixer.
Okay. We are moving over to the left.
Not sure quite how cool it is though. I think everything is just a little bit
Too warm.
Yeah.
So we sit and we chat.
So we sit and chat.
Do you have any games that you've been interested in recently?
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm really liking the blueprints.
Which you've streamed a couple times.
Once. Twice. No, I've done
now.
twice. I'm actually really enjoying that. And I've got a new game, food related as well, which is odd.
Yeah, normally she looks at me with disdain if I offer her a cooking game.
I find cooking games weird, but this one is morbid.
Yes. You can say its name.
I can't remember the name. All I know is that it's like cooking human bodies or something.
Human fast food.
Thank you. Human fast food.
I wasn't sure if she was trying to avoid the name or if she was
Forgotten the name.
yeah, being forgetful. For which I tend to just stay quiet until I'm given directions. Oh, and for those who watch me, I won't be on this afternoon. I'll be on tomorrow morning instead.
We have a
Twitch meetup to go to.
yeah.
Try and make some more friends, get some collaborations running. We know someone that we've made friends with wants to do some cooking.
So we'll discuss that with him if he wants to do it with us or us with him. He does have a bigger following than me. Much bigger.
He's been doing it for like 3 years already, so.
Which makes sense.
But then we can just add multi-stream and put in codes.
So
And we can all just stream from the one spot.
you could always use your computer.
I'd have to do the exact same thing on mine as in yours. And he wouldn't have connection to any of our cameras that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I am going to try and just make friends so as I can play video games.
Friends is good.
Friends is good. We have been talking to a lot more new people since we started streaming.
Yes, and me talking to new people is strange. I'm introverted, not extroverted. I do like talking to new people though. I'm more than willing to. I'm just a little introverted.
Yeah, I'm extroverted but have anxiety and therefore like some social lubricant.
So we find it difficult. But more than willing. Absolutely more than willing.
Why my name, well, my info on Discord is if we're playing the same game, let me know and we can collaborate. I was like, I don't mind playing with other people.
But cooking's a little bit hard because you actually have to go to that location. And we start so early in the morning.
I mean, there's the option like onigiri does, which is they just like have a little image of themselves in the corner and they tell you how to cook a thing and they don't tell you what you actually. They don't tell you the end result. They just go, yeah, buy chicken breast, butter, this, and this. And then you are cool. From what you've given me, I think I'm making pasta, but why is there Skittles?
To eat while you're making pasta.
No, actually, I think it was Smarties. One of them made her make like normal spaghetti bolognese and then put Skittles through it.
Smarties, right?
Smarties through it. Smarties through it.
Chocolate is actually works really well with
With the
beef,
shells on.
but not so much that.
And she was adamant. The person who was on Gary's stream was adamant that it was a thing that she ate, a thing that she liked. Until Gary ate it, and then she went, "You're a weirdo for even trying." But at the very least, we have like a full-on set kitchen.
And with almost everything you could ever need.
Yeah.
Almost. We don't have a deep fryer.
We're missing a soft serve machine.
We don't need that.
Yeah, but something I can adequately say that we don't have.
Yes, we have everything we need except probably a deep fryer.
Yes.
I'll add a sous vide
and
machine.
a sous vide.
I'm just going to add all of that mixture straight in there.
Oh, gotta reframe. There we go.
And I'm also going to add the rest of this cream.
Are we gonna put some pecorino in there?
Ooh, yeah. Pecorino sounds great.
Because it's the right...
Yeah. The right thing. I agree. Want to get pecorino and start grating?
Am I grating straight in?
Yeah, sure. Or you can grate it onto the chopping board and then put it in.
No, I suppose it's just been cooked chicken, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Then all the other things for this recipe.
I think I'm going to go fat over long.
Yes.
We have two different microplanes. One is handmade wood that's super long.
But it is sharper.
It is sharper, it's newer, it's got a much nicer actual thing to it. But this one's way fatter. And considering how I grate, fatter is going to be better for me.
I'm just going to reduce the rest of that down a little bit more in here because I was getting bored just chatting. I'm not great at that.
Chatting fine with me.
But I've known you for like 8 years.
Oh, that makes me easy, apparently.
He was easy.
Sure.
He was very easy.
I'm not even going to refute that one. Pretty sure that hasn't changed in our relationship.
Oh, I did have more at that time.
Aha, I was right.
Spin your block around.
Yeah. And we're fine with putting the rind in, right?
Yeah. As long as it's nice and fine.
I'm trying not to touch the cheese because that's going to result in me...
Out the oils and the bacteria on our hands make the cheese go off quicker.
Yeah.
Which is why he was like, "You've just put your fingers in the bocconcini."
It adds yeast, which makes it ferment and go off quicker. And I am not looking to make cheese wine.
No.
What?
Not on my chat.
Talking about making things? We literally talked about whiskey earlier.
Talking about whiskey's fine. Making it, not so much.
Okay. I'm not looking to make sauerkraut.
Ferment it. Turn it off.
It's a lot of liquid in there, so we got a lot of grating to do.
Oh yeah, but that's probably enough. We're still going to reduce it down a bit more. But seeing as we're having it with gnocchi and pasta, it could. I thought having a little bit extra
Umami oomph.
liquid wasn't a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
Sauce. This will help thicken up the sauce as well.
Oh, I got a thing that we have a thing that we should use.
What?
We have mushroom powder.
Oh, that'll be great.
I like flavor of mushroom, not taste of mushroom.
Not texture of mushroom.
Yes. Texture. Texture's the issue. I need to remember where it is, because that's the truffle one, which we are not going to be dealing with today.
Although that would be very nice in this.
In small amounts, I could agree with
Put a
you.
little bit in, just a small amount. Rather than the mushroom one. It needs to be used, it's open.
Yeah, but I still want to find... Oh, there's the mushroom. The mushroom one is also open.
Oh.
It's a salt. So...
Yeah, it probably needs more salt.
That is wild porcini salt.
So this is from Tweed, which is an Australian company.
And try and buy as
New South
local
Wales.
as we can.
So yes, we do try and buy Australian products. Well, we can. West Australia needs us even better.
You want to put in a little bit of that? Or is that going to be too many flavors?
Too many. Oh, the mustard would go really well.
Yeah, it's the mustard that I'm thinking of. We could just grab mustard out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Or did you use it all?
I think I've used it all.
Because I'm just like, pecorino, good.
Got Dijon.
Mustard, good. I have American, but you don't like that.
No, I don't. So fake.
I don't want hot English.
I'd want seeded.
Style. I could kind of agree with seeded mustard. Did we not end up buying mustard seeds?
Mustard seeds, yes, but I'm going to use the last of this.
Oh no. We'll have to get mustard as well as pea flour.
Plain flour, not pea flour.
I've just put a P there to stand for plain.
I know, but...
Ugh. M-U-S-T-A-R-D. Ah, yes, we still want a finger lime tree and a bramble. I really want to do a smoked bramble juice. Bramble is delicious, and smoked bramble, you get like kind of a campfire vibe from it. Very, very highly recommend. No one's chatting currently. It's just me rambling on about weird food pairings.
Alright, so that just needs to reduce down.
You never know what'll be good till you actually try it. Although it could make you sick. A lot of people died to mushrooms. Which is why, if you're ever uncertain and you're in a survival situation, you open it up, crack open whatever it is, and you rub it against your skin. And you leave it for an hour. If you come up in a rash, it's poisonous. The next part...
Or if you go numb, or if there's a reaction, a negative reaction of some description.
Yeah, if something bad occurs, don't eat it. The next stage is having a little nibble. And seeing what happens next.
But I would advise trying things that aren't mushrooms.
Yes. Go for roots. Roots are generally safe so long as you cook them. And you'd be surprised how many roots are actually like properly good for you.
And edible.
Yes. Like you can full on just eat tree roots. Not quite there yet?
No.
You want to put it in the freezer?
Yes. what I haven't done, chat? Tried my sauce.
I mean, it's right here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's got so much flavor. That's really good. Just needs to be thicker. Might corn flour it. I like that amount of liquid in there because I've still got spinach and the chives to go in. I'm just going to do some corn flour and water. Just like we did last week with the beef.
I had to make some minor phrase changes.
There. So this, you just dissolve the corn flour into the water, make a paste. There's no lumps when you add it to this mixture. So you don't want to get a lump of corn flour.
It's okay. Good job.
I keep that to the side in case I need it again. I need more. And you just cook it in. So with this one, I didn't really have a recipe for it. I was just like, yeah, this will work. So I just threw it all together. You can take the peas out and use something like asparagus
You'll hide now. Here.
instead.
You need to show them how to use the flat.
You don't need to use leek. You can use onion. You can take, yeah. If you don't eat onion or garlic, you could probably make it without it. It will lose some of the flavor though. You could even probably put cabbage in it if you wanted to, or Asian veg, just chop it really finely. In this house, we normally focus on nutrients like iron, because I have a deficiency. One of the reasons I'm so pale. Another reason is I just don't like the sun.
Sun bad.
We're in Australia, sun bad.
Sun make you very sick. But also anything fibrous would be good in there.
Yeah.
Like a celery. Work really well.
Yeah, as long as you cook it down enough. I did say cabbage.
I
was thinking cabbage would probably work a little bit better.
Good old Chinese cabbage.
Any cabbage, really. I'd probably stick with a green coloured one and not go to the purple ones, just because I think the purple would be an odd colour.
And stain everything.
Yes. But could look pretty cool over pasta. Hey, Georgia.
The cat flap I have now opened.
Ah.
Because every time we've gone in there, she's been staring out the door, unsure how to get out. So I'm pretty sure she needs the toilet. Even though Yin has definitely walked past her and in and out of that cat flap a few times.
So that's gotten thicker. I didn't want it as thick as last week's one. So that looks good. I'm just going to add my chive. So these ones are a soft herb, so you want to add it.
Spinach.
I will add the spinach next.
Okay.
So you want to add it towards the end to keep its flavor and nutrients. And then the spinach, as said earlier, so it can cook a little bit. Cook enough to break it down so it's accessible to us and not enough that it starts destroying it. How does that sound?
Really hard to do. Especially when I brought that much spinach.
Spinach will just reduce.
Yeah, it'll disappear to nothing. I think that was only like 100 grams of spinach or something.
280.
That was severely wrong. But also, we're putting it into water, which
Liquid?
liquid, which helps it reduce a lot quicker.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Wilt a lot quicker.
So you can already see the... Well, the other thing that would work really well in here is Brussels sprouts. I like my Brussels sprouts.
I'm kind of on them. I don't see the point in eating tiny little things.
Because they're tasty.
I prefer Chinese cabbage.
I prefer Brussels sprout.
That's fair. Everyone has their preferences.
And voila. I would probably leave it at that.
Maybe throw in a couple extra bits of spinach. Yep.
Ooh, that doesn't get hot.
That's good.
I'm going to start moving the dishes over.
I have so many dishes to wash. It's fine.
Most of it can go to the dishwasher.
Right. So it tasted good in the end?
Oh, yeah. Chat. There it is.
Your cloth.
My cloth. Constantly losing it. How cold is that?
I just put it in the freezer.
I know, but it's our next job. All we have left, chat. Should have put it in the freezer to start with.
Ganache.
My nose is itchy. Not blowing it or anything, just itchy. I'll use it how it is.
Okay. I'll say the outside's real thick, the inside is not.
Yeah. I'm just beating it, so hopefully it'll beat up quite nicely. Typically, I'd wait until it was fully set.
Do you want me to clean the spatula?
Yeah, I don't think we need all of it.
Does that mean I have a bowl to lick? She's really trying to keep this ganache away from me. Yeah.
When it's cold, it beats up nicely. I don't think it's cold enough. Not cold enough.
It'll still add some air to it, won't it?
Yeah, but it won't whip it nicely because right now it's a little bit too thick for what we need. And I think I added too much whiskey.
Ah.
Oh, that stuff on the edge there is actually fine.
It properly set in the freezer.
Yeah.
You were just getting impatient.
I am an impatient person.
Now, potentially very dumb. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, this is doing nothing. Oh, actually, might actually be working. It is doing something. It is working.
And Jesus, the ice is melting that I have on the other side. You guys can't see. Ice in the booty.
To see how it's getting thicker and lighter. So hopefully it'll get to the stage that I can actually pipe it. It's almost there actually.
Yeah, I've made it proper.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
All melty all over my fingers. All melty all over my fingers. Looks like it's starting to get towards stiff peaks.
Yeah, it's getting there. They're gonna need to go on the fridge.
The cookies. Okay. Okay.
I'm afraid if I give him some of this ganache, he's gonna eat it all.
There is a reason why I asked for extra ganache.
I'm probably gonna need to use it all.
We made over double what the recipe told us to make.
I know.
No, I'm telling chat.
I think it's pipeable, chat. I think it's pipeable. I'm going to be using the two piping bag method. So just one's just going to have this so that I can keep changing over my disposable piping bag. And this one is just going to go inside it.
Mmm. Geeks. You guys can't particularly see it currently, but it is.
It is holding its shape. So this is just going to go inside here. The oldest ones, please, just in case there's some warmth on it. Trying actually not to hold it because I don't want it to get warmer.
Oh, you're too big for that. Just fit, you fit. Nope. You're too fat. Oh, they're crumbling.
Yeah, I figured they would be.
Flip them over.
So that's enough. We just need to show them a couple because they're not quite cool enough and this is still too hot.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is pipe ganache.
I'm trying to save your knife.
There's nothing hot, it's fine.
The metal was touching metal.
And just like that, so that when I sandwich them,
Oh, that one looks the best.
you can get a little bit of ganache. Yeah, but you don't see the inside. I'll do one more. He gave me an odd number.
Oh, yes, you told me to stop filling up the tray.
Just like so. You don't want it to take it all the way to the edge because they'll just melt. Voila.
I reckon if we stick this in the freezer, we'd have ice cream sandwiches.
Practically. But we'll continue this off screen when this ganache is actually cold. No. Because this is just a little bit too warm still. So,
God knows how I'm going to fit it in the fridge.
drinks fridge, top shelf, shove everything to the side.
I don't know if we have enough room. I'll try. Are you leaving the whisk in there?
Yeah. I'm just going to put these back into a fridge so they don't melt. I think that's all for today's stream.
Yeah, unless you wanted to play more blueprints, but that would be finishing this stream and then starting another one anyway.
It was 2.5 hours, so I'm okay with that.
All right. I will let you know when. You've got the image there. And you can do an outro. Or did we want to eat one of the cookies first? Let them know how it tastes.
I've eaten cookie. Do you mean cookie with ganache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a reason we're saving the ones that we just made?
Yeah, because they're finished and I don't want to go get them.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hmm. That was a good whiskey choice.
Mm.
Complements the dark chocolate really, really, really well.
It was a good ganache choice. So quite like it.
It was very good.
So he's going to quickly switch us over. I quite like that one. You don't necessarily need to put whiskey in it. If you don't want to, you could just have a chocolate ganache mix in. We just wanted to do it with a little bit of a twist. And normally Anzac cookies don't have a sandwich. They're just served like that. So, well, that's the end of today's stream. We are going to raid someone. Who shall we raid?
Baneth is on.
Yeah, that works.
Just give me a moment and we'll get there.
So, Shivering in the Isles is... Oh, he's playing the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. So we'll raid him. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe, please, if you're on Twitch. I would love to get my numbers up on both. So if you're on one and not the other, switch over, like, subscribe, watch my other videos. I do a lot of Pikachu stuff, but there is cooking things on there. So yeah, most of the lives are the cooking ones, but I have got a ice cream recipe on my main videos, so you can go look that one up. And don't, yeah, have a good one, and let's go raid.
Bye.
Bye.